What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Body and Bach. Today I'm going to be reacting to My Hero Season 5, Episode 2. So last week was I think it was like an anime original or like a recap episode. We kind of just got a class exercise where we got reintroduced to Class 1A's quirks. We also brought back the Big Three just to kind of reintroduce them. I kind of hope we'll get to see more of them, as I mentioned in the last episode this season, because I really like them, and I kind of want to know more about, especially Hado, and see them interact with the Class 1A gang. But yeah, mostly it was kind of just, like I said, a recap or an original episode, just like a fun way to start off the series. I guess the only canon stuff was that post-credit scene where we saw Endeavor after his Nomu fight, where it looked like Dabi came into contact with them. We didn't get to see their meeting because it looked like it was a flashback when Endeavor was in the hospital. So I hope we get to find out what happened during that meeting. And then we ended the episodes with Dabi and Hawks meeting. Like, what the heck is going on there? Is Hawks, like, working for the League of Villains, or, like, what is going on? So I definitely hope we just get off and start there, because I really want to know what's going on. But yeah, with that, let's just get into episode 2. Oh good, we're gonna get to find out what happened during that meeting. Dude, both Endeavor and Hawks are pretty wounded. Bro. Oh! Yo, is that, was it the number 5 hero from Season 4? He's, teleporting with, Dabi seems pretty, like, interested in Endeavor. Oh, this that secret meeting? Bruh, he is working for him. Or with them, I guess. Yeah, Nomu definitely took a piece of Endeavor. Wait, so how long has Hawks been doing this? Okay. He's like undercover. Double agent. What's his long-term goal? It's bleeding. Was that supposed to be tears? Huh. 2 days. Wow. Yo, look at that scar. He kind of like Shoto now. They both have scars. Endeavor cares. Wow, that's a pretty big drawback. Takes a pretty long time for Hawks to regrow his feathers. Backstory? So was Hawks like, I'm in a rough situation, and they helped him out in exchange for becoming like the government's secret agent? Aizawa. How is Shoto gonna react? Yep, they both have scars now. The tension. Now I understand Natsu. Like, you can't just forget about this stuff overnight. Endeavor was a real asshole. Terrible. It's gonna take time to heal some of these wounds. Oh, stop. What the heck? Come on, man. He saved all of you. There were no deaths. Come on. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Come on. Oh my god, he's got his own merch now? Yeah, can't just forget all the stuff that has happened. Endeavor kind of reminds me of Vegeta. Both did horrible things and tried to atone for it.
綺麗で精悍な顔つきの女性がいて、その奥にも知らない人たちが。俺は
Who's that? That All Might?
見たことがある。喋れない。
The previous One for All users.
声は聞く。足がない。
Why can't we make out those silhouettes?
その10代目。残る一人は。僕と行こう。
All for One's theme music. Are these like the first quirk users? Well, he took his away and then gave the other guy quirks. Who's this? Another one? All for One doing? Did All for One give his brother One for All? 20%? Singularity point? What is going on? Bro. Is Deku an avatar? What just happened? What the heck? Bro, I need more. What was that? Alright guys, that episode just ended crazy. Looks like Deku is an avatar. We got all this crazy information just thrown at us at the end. I'm just trying to process everything. So it looks like Deku can see the past lives or the past users of One for All. He's a 9, so there's 8 others. It looked like 3 silhouettes were kind of like, I guess, images. There's All Might, so I guess his is not like an actual person because he's still alive. And then there are 2 other people that we couldn't make out. They were like shadows, so I don't know why it's like that. Then we got the other 4 that we saw, which was All Might's previous master. And then we had 3 others. It looked like a big dude, and then 2 other guys that I'm not sure, like, all we got was their images. And then we got the original One for All user. It looks like it was All for One's brother, and it looks like All for One gave him that quirk, which is crazy to me. And it looks like they've been in battle since, like, the beginning. So, like, how old is All for One? He's got to be like at least a century old, so I'm guessing he's kept himself alive this long just by stealing other quirks like that keep him alive. Maybe he has like an anti-aging quirk, or maybe he has a quirk similar to Ares that can like rewind his body. I don't know, like there's so many questions I have now. Now has me thinking like, if he doesn't have that type of quirk, and if he finds out about Ares' quirk, will he try to steal Ares' quirk to try to make him in his prime? Now I'm just thinking like some theories now, but anyway, we got that like a little backstory there. It looks like All for One has been even back into the beginning. Like it looked like when quirks first started coming up, he wanted to kind of control the quirk monopoly. Because there was like an example of somebody who had quirks who couldn't even look after his mom and dad, and then there was somebody who was jumped by people who had quirks, and he was quirkless. So he kind of took the person who had the quirk, took his quirk away, and then gave the person who didn't have a quirk to try to deal with that problem separately. And then this is how he kind of built his army, and then he used that army to kind of go about his whatever evil plans he had. As we saw, they were attacking people, and he was just kind of building like an army and trying to separate the people, and then trying to control everything. It looks like he just kind of wants to be in control and be like the one ruler here. Even his brother, the first One for All user, was saying like it's like in the comics how One for All is like the Demon King, and he just kind of wants to control everything. But there's a hero in the end, so. It looks like that One for All and All for One, like even All Might has mentioned this in the past, they're like destined to clash. So makes me wonder, like, so One For All clearly isn't done being the main villain. I mean, I never thought he was done being the main villain, but he's definitely coming back into the story somehow. How he's gonna come back, I'm not sure yet, but he's definitely coming back. But yeah, that wasn't even the whole episode, guys. I mean, that last, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes was like just fresh on my mind right now. I can't believe we got all that information just thrown at us. But yeah, before that, we got kind of the aftermath of the Endeavor Nomu fight. We saw like the brief meeting that Endeavor and Dabi and Hawks had in the beginning. It looked like Hawks was gonna like roast them until I forget her name right now, but the bunny hero, she was number 5 in the hero rankings, came in and stopped down. She's pretty cool. I hope we get to see more of her. But yeah, and then Dabi kind of went back to doing his thing, and then we got to see the meeting between Hawks and Dabi. It looks like Hawks is undercover for the hero organization, trying to spy on the League of Villains so they can kind of like break them down from the inside, which I think is pretty cool. I like how we're getting more like spy stuff, underground stuff, like how kind of stuff goes in other shows or spy novels, like James Bond stuff. And he wants to figure out like how the Nomus are made, what the League of Villains' ultimate end goal is, because even though All For One is captured, like the League of Villains is still around, right? So we need to figure out what they're planning, what they want to do. So I kind of like how we introduced that. We also saw Endeavor meeting his family again, which I thought was a nice touch. We get to see like Endeavor trying to rebuild the relationship he kind of destroyed. He definitely looks like Endeavor wants to change, and I give Endeavor credit for that because he was a real asshole. He did some terrible, terrible things in his past, but it looks like he wants to change, and it looks like Shoto wants to give him a chance, and his sister, who I forget her name right now, is also trying to build the family back up again. Natsu, the older brother, I understand where he's coming from. Like I said, Endeavor did terrible things. You can't just forget stuff like that. It's going to take time to heal those wounds, so it might be harder for him to come around. But like Shoto said, Natsu used to keep those emotions inside, but now he let them out. He's letting his dad know. So even it looks like Natsu might be willing to change over time, because the phrase goes, time heals all wounds. But I mean, we'll end up seeing like what happens with that. But I am glad that we got that nice touch of trying to see Endeavor rebuild his relationships with his family. Like I mentioned during the reaction, I think Endeavor is very similar to Vegeta. They both did awful stuff in their past, but they've tried to rebuild. As we saw Vegeta's character arc in Dragon Ball Z, he was able to rebuild, start his own family, and become a hero. Endeavor is already a hero because nobody really knows about his past, but he's trying to rebuild the stuff he's done in his past with his family. And I hope we get to see like a resolution there, because I do think Endeavor is trying to change, and I like to see how that arc goes. But yeah, we just got a lot thrown in this episode. We had the Dabi, Endeavor, and Hawk stuff. Now we jumped into the Todoroki family rebuilding, and then we ended with Deku basically being an avatar. Just a crazy episode of information. I have so many more questions, and definitely can't wait to see what the rest of the season holds. I mean, wow, that episode was crazy to me. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, if you can leave a like, and if you can comment, I'd greatly appreciate that. And if you could subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that next time we post a video, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.